Traditional wholesaling, the assignments is completely dead. Not only is it getting regulated more and more, but the margins just don't make sense. After marketing, software expenses, all that stuff, the cash buyers are bidding so low due to interest rates and the way that the economy is going on right now that it just doesn't make sense. And sellers can feel that, right? And they decide not to sell, or they just decide to list traditionally. And what we've done is we've switched over to a net sales process. Is something similar or very similar to Novations. It's just very, very, very transparent with them. And really, the goal of these calls is just to understand what their goals are and explain to them essentially the three vehicles to actually selling home. The traditional listing route is not for everybody because they don't have the funds, the energy, the time to actually fix up and update the home. And then the cash offer, the wholesale cash offer, the traditional, wholesale cash offer is just simply too low for probably about 90% of them. And you as an operator, you end up with all the expenses and none of the profit by doing it this way. And so what we're doing right now is we're having conversation with our sellers, presenting them essentially all the options, but having them self-qualify to what we call an equity protection sale or a net sale is the new way that we're doing the business, because essentially it's 100% transparent. They sign all the paperwork. Nobody's hiding anything. We're not acting as a broker. We're essentially helping them with a service in which we line them up with a retail buyer and we get paid at closing. Okay. So with that said, go ahead, enjoy the video. Hopefully it works out and helps you with your business. And if you really like to support the channel, make sure you subscribe and like the video so that we can keep putting out content.
Moved her out of the house, moved her in with me, and then we rented it for, I don't know, going on 10 years,
Okay.
15 years maybe. And we need to sell it. So I got renters in it now. They're slow to moving out, but they are moving out. I just don't know when. But I've got a realtor who's looking into it for me, but he tells me that I can get more money for it if I get them out of the house. So I'm kind of on hold with him, with the realtor, but I'm taking other avenues to sell it with them in it. So.
Okay. Are these tenants like troublemakers? Are they squatters?
No.
What's the situation?
No, they're not squatters. They're just having trouble finding. Well, they have both found places to move out. They're just taking their time moving out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
they should be out by the end of the month.
Okay. It's
So
just a month-to-month situation right now?
right, yep, a month-to-month situation. Yep, and I'm just doing my due diligence before, because as soon as they're out, I'm going to close the deal with somebody.
Okay. And this is a single family. You mentioned they, so is it like two separate people or just a family or?
It's a family, but they're separating.
Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah, it's husband, wife, and 4 kids.
okay. So
And so they are separated. That's when I say they.
okay. I'm looking here on Google Street View. So is it the White House with the wood siding? Looks like wood siding.
Not no more.
Okay.
It's got brand new vinyl siding. I can send you pictures of it. It's got brand new vinyl siding, windows, gutters.
Oh wow. Okay.
And the basement wall, I had Fortress Foundation come in, and the basement wall was bulging.
Mm-hmm.
So I had that Fortress Foundation, which is like a JES Foundation Repair. I don't know if they reach you all in Texas or not, or if that's where your phone's from. I don't know if that's where you're from or not.
Yeah, so we buy all over. We have field agents on each of the markets that we buy at. Our main office is in Houston. I am in Houston.
Okay.
But our field people are on site to do all the assessments and stuff.
All right.
So okay, so you did this work recently, huh?
Yes. Yeah. The replacement windows were Window World. It's a local company that comes in, $4.99 for replacement windows. I have them in my house, my girlfriend's house. All 3 of my rentals that I had Window World. I'm quite happy with them.
Okay.
They're good windows, but they're not $20,000 windows.
Mm-hmm.
They're $500 a piece installed. But the vinyl siding was put in December.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, December and January. They started mid-December and finished in January. So it's brand new, and the gutters are brand new.
Okay. So you did this
And
before the tenants moved in, I'm assuming?
no. Done it while the tenants were there.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, the tenants that have been there for like 10 years.
What were they paying, if you don't mind me asking? What sort of rent?
$800 a month.
800 a month. Okay, so a little bit below rent, below
Yes,
market.
it's very, very little bit below rent, and I never raised it on them either. That's my own fault. It didn't prepare them to move out to a $1,200 to $1,400 renting community.
Yeah, I mean everything has gone up, hasn't it? So that's why they're probably having a trouble time finding
Well,
something else.
They have both found, since they are, I hate to, since they are having trouble communicating with each other, since they are separating and eventually going to get a divorce, he's going to move in with his son, and she had to find a place. She found a place, but they're working on that place to get it ready to rent. And that's the hold up to get them out. So as soon as that's ready,
Yeah.
I don't have a time. I've been asking for a time frame. They won't give me a time frame. I gave them an eviction notice to be out in June, and of course they wasn't out in June, or July 1st or whatever. But anyway, I said, well, I mean, by the time I hire a lawyer and do the paperwork, if you all are saying you're moving out, I'll take you at face value, and then that's where I stand right now.
Yeah, I hear you. We have a similar file, but
Yeah.
it always takes longer.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling with costs of living, and
Right.
even if they wanted to, they just probably
Right.
cannot afford. They're not used to, they're used to paying 800. They're not used to paying 1,400 or 1,200,
Right.
much less
Right.
each of them separately. So
Right.
I kind
So
of see what's happening. What are you looking to get for the place as is in its current condition? What's your asking price on it?
well, the tax value is like 185 on it.
Okay, got it.
That's what the county rolls it out, and that's base price for me.
Okay.
So we can stop right now if you all can at least match that. However, I've put 30,000 into it in the last 6 months,
Yeah.
and I would like to recoup that. However, I understand the way you all have to buy low to fix, to do whatever you do. You don't reach out and pay top price. I understand that. But I've been telling everybody if I could get anything over 2, I would be quite happy.
Yeah. Well, I hear you.
So,
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, so we essentially, and so before I go there, what sort of work does the home still need? Probably needs a kitchen and a bathroom and flooring and paint inside since it's so lived in, I'm assuming.
yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so,
Yep.
I mean,
You're looking at, it's a solid house for sure. The roof is good. The deck could use to be, it needs to be pressure washed because it's got, faded wood on it. Maybe some boards replaced because it's been on there for a while, but it was treated at one time. But other than that, like I say, the wall is stabilized now with Fortress Foundation. So I don't have to worry about that. The bathroom and the kitchen is 70s brand, so it needs to be probably updated for modern people. But if you like the first-time homeowner buyer or whatever, or a fixer-upper, but you're right. Paint, probably some dents or scratches in the wall or whatever. I haven't been in for a while, but carpet, tile, floor, whatever that needs to be done. I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you're going to sell it at a ready to move in place.
Yeah. I hate to label places, but it's probably lived in roughly, since it's been 10 years.
Six people, yeah.
It's just,
lived in roughly, yep. And there's price things. See, I had all new carpet put in when they moved in, and I should have put in all new flooring, hardwood flooring or tile or linoleum through the whole house or something since it was a rental. But I put in carpet, and it looked really good. You have the before pictures anyway. But the house on this market should go for close to 3.
Oh, really that high? I was thinking.
I would think so. 280 maybe, 283, something like that.
Really? Okay.
What was you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I'll share with you kind of what I see here. I mean, I'm seeing yours is on a busier street.
Yeah.
Which
it's in a good location.
Sure. Yeah. Don't disagree there. It's just families that are looking to make it their home where they live, and they don't want their kid running out on the street and getting ran over when they're playing ball. So when you're on a busier street, we have to take that in consideration. And I see 2 houses that sold a little bit southwest of you, down on Cherry Street, on that pocket there, sold for $243. Another one sold for $225. That's on Bellevue.
Same kind of house, level yard.
Yeah.
Or a hilly yard, because I got the front yard is level and the backyard is level.
I'd be lying to you if
Nobody behind the house, so you don't have people looking in. It's a field behind the house. It was supposed to be a retirement community built back there. They come through, put all the piping in, and then it fell through, and so it just sat there and overgrown. So it used to be a cow field.
Okay.
But then, so there's no, it's but now the road is, from the house, it is elevated, and it's a 35-mile-an-hour road there.
Yeah.
So it's not in, I guess, a residential, but it's on the highway.
Yeah. So that's always a concern for us. We've been stuck with quite a few of those over the years.
Really?
Yeah. I was thinking probably if we fix it up completely, we rehab it and put it on the market based on what I'm seeing, we're looking at 240. 240. Gotcha. That's what we're thinking. More or less 10,000, so anywhere between 230 to 250, but 240 would be kind of the target. Based on what I'm seeing for a retail showroom. Now, based on what you're telling me and what we could do, typically, and again, I work with you, not against you. I want to emphasize that because when I talk with my sellers, I just try to give them the options. If you just want a retail listing, we can do that. You pay the commissions, you fix whatever needs fixing, update it, we market it for 6 months. That's the typical, traditional sale. And we can do that too. The cash offer is typically lower than people want or expect. Right. It's typically, people hate on real estate investment companies. They're like, you low ballers, ambulance chasers. It's just how the numbers work. I don't think a cash offer, just to, fill your curiosity appetite. A cash offer would probably be in the low 100s, as is. Then the middle ground, which seems to be working in this market, we call it an equity protection sale. And what it is you still sell as is. It's not going to be as fast as a 30-day close. It's going to be more like a 90-day close. We do have to list it. The way that we're able to pay, or the reason we're able to pay much more than the lowball cash offer, is because we line up our retail buyer and we help them with the construction later on. So we help them with the financing.
Could you hold on 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. That's what happens when I take lunch at work.
What do? You deal with pumps and equipment? It sounds like, I don't know. I was eavesdropping.
No, I'm a superintendent at a wastewater treatment plant.
Oh, okay. I'm an engineer by background, so I'm kind of familiar with that. Yeah, I used to work offshore and production platforms and stuff like that, so know a little bit about equipment.
Yeah, no, we run a wastewater treatment plant here, and today's a busy day. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we are we have a transfer switch that is not wanting to automatic transfer. It wants to, we got to do it manually, which has been aggravating. It's been down for over a year. So we're just trying to deal with that.
Yeah, I hear. Well, I won't take too much more. So We were at pricing. So based on what I'm seeing, Mr. John,
Right.
the only option that I think that may be appealing for you, it may not be,
Right.
but it's what we call our equity protection sale.
Right.
You still sell as is. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to put more money into it. I'm basing it out of a $40,000 rehab, just so you know.
Right. Okay.
And so we still cover the closing costs. You're just responsible, or I should say you and your mom will be responsible at the time of sale for any mortgages, taxes, or liens.
Right.
And
Well,
yeah,
that'll come out of the check. It'll be split. Yeah,
yeah,
there is one mortgage on it.
yeah. So any mortgage, taxes, if you don't have a survey, we would need to order one, and it would come out of the sale.
Right.
And so it's essentially a net sale, and the system's telling me 165 is what we can do. 185 is a bit too high
Right.
for us. We think that we can help a family get in there and help them with the rehab. That's why we don't lowball you. We essentially make our money
Right.
from helping the people that are coming in.
Right.
What I've seen in these cases where you have tenants, where I've worked with homeowners before, is the tenants typically delay a lot more
Yeah.
to move
Tell me
out.
about that.
Yeah, so I don't I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but they'll probably, take longer. So we would budget, for that. But in our case, we're okay marketing it and starting the process before they move out. So we do like a package for the family that's looking to live in there. We do the inspection and take a bunch of
Right.
pictures and just kind of let them preview it before they walk it, so that you're not, just getting a bunch of looky-loos
Right.
in there. And so that's better than a cash offer. A cash offer is probably going to be really low, and you're not really in a tight timeline, it sounds like. So really your options would be you can always wait for later. Now with, fall starting and later on going into winter, we all know that things slow a bit down. So, and we only do this with one per zip code. So right now your zip code is available for the as-is equity protection sale. I know it's a little bit lower than what you were wanting. You were asking 185.
Right.
We could put $1 million on paper. That doesn't mean that it'll close. So we just rather tell you a number that we feel good about, that will actually,
Okay.
end up closing, and that's where we see it. Can we try higher? I'd be more than happy to try, as long as you're open to the conversation of, adjusting later on if need be.
You have to you're breaking up in the conversation here.
Mm.
You're saying the whole last part of that. We'll try what now?
I was just saying that the number that I have in the system, ready
165.
is 165, and keep in mind we are paying your closing cost, and you don't have to pay any agent fees out of that. So essentially,
Right.
it's almost net, besides any mortgage or liens. So what I was saying
Now,
is,
from what you've told me, that is not a bad offer, believe it or not, because I think you hit it right on the ballpark. About 40,000 for rehab of the rest of what's in the house.
yeah,
But I'd have to run this. It is my mother's house, of course, but I don't tell her what to do. I advise her what to do, but I'm the one who makes the decisions. I
sure,
could sell it for 80,000 if I wanted to, but that ain't what I'm going to do for it.
no, yeah,
I want what's best for her, and to look out for her well-being in the future. So
yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense. I completely understand it. And again, it's not a hard sale. We just do we do this program with only one house per zip code, though, just as an FYI,
Right.
because we don't want to flood the
fine.
market with
Right.
inventory. And then the other option is just wait till the tenants are out and completely fix it and try to get the most out of it. It just depends if you want an easy sale or if you rather have a easier, faster sale. As is, it's up to you.
let's see. so the 165 minus the mortgage, is, and then any other unforeseen taxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you all pay the closing costs.
Yeah, we pay the closing costs. You don't have to pay any agent fees out of that.
Right.
Typically what we're seeing, assuming that, there's no issues with the tenants or they're problematic or whatever,
Right.
we're seeing a 90-day closing is what we're seeing. Varies a little
Right.
bit more, up and down, but that's what we're seeing in this market. And so the goal would be that, you can still sell as is without having to reinvest in the home, or upgrade it.
Right, okay. All right. Well, I'll need a day or two to ponder this over and then talk with my mother about this. Let's see. And I understand if somebody else comes in the market with this zip code, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah,
No worries there.
yeah.
I understand that, but that price there is intriguing for whatever reason. I was telling everybody I wouldn't go no lower than 185, but if I don't have to do, pardon my French, a damn thing,
Yeah.
and that house could be gone,
Yeah.
we might be able to work with that if I couldn't get y'all to come up a little higher or not. So, but
Yeah,
you
and then
need
we
to have somebody come and look at the house, right?
Yeah, and it's more like a service more than anything else, right? Because we're being very transparent. We are going to list the home. The reason we're able to pay you more instead of lowballing you, because typically if I go the lowball route, I'm taking a big risk, and the funding department is
Right.
going to say, hey, you have to go 100, 105, 90,000. And you don't
Right.
need that because you don't need to close in a week or two. You don't need to take
No.
that big of a discount. You just don't want the inconvenience.
Right.
And so we take away the inconvenience. We'll need access to the home, and we can coordinate with the tenants. That's not an issue. We just make it, white glove service for you. And that way, because some agents, they won't take the listing due to the condition that it's in. They'll say, hey, you'll need this, or they'll list it like really high and it'll take like 5 to 6 months because they listed it too high.
Right.
And what ends up happening is when you list too high and not correctly, people start thinking there's something way worse with the house.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
so the agent stops showing it. They completely stop
Right.
showing it, and then you're stuck with a problem 6 months later. Versus we want to go out and say, hey, the house is as is, but we'll help you make the kitchen your own. We'll help you with the paint. We'll help you with whatever you want change, and that's why we're able to sell them faster, as is.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, think it over. I'll text you some of our reviews so you know that, we're legit.
Yeah.
And this is my direct
Well,
line, and you can feel free to
Okay.
text or call me if we need to chat further. I'll be happy to. But it's probably the best situation that I can offer you in this market is the equity protection sale versus a low ball cash offer.
Right. No, I mean, like I say, I think what really got me was your offer, and then you put 40,000 in it, and you're going to sell it for 240, maybe two. I think it'll go more than that in the housing market around here with where it's at. I do not think the road will scare off a lot of people, but I'm a wastewater operator, not a realtor. I don't do this. I don't do that part for a living. You do. So I take all that at face value. And of course, I never dawned on me that you could be scamming me. Then that would be hurtful.
No, yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of scams out there for sure.
Yeah, even if you was scamming me, as long as the house, at the end result, I could think back and say, man, the house is gone. I didn't get nothing for it, but the house is gone.
No, we do for your peace of mind. We do everything through title company. We have over 100 seller reviews. I mean, we've been in business since 2011, so we're in it for the long term. I just texted you a couple of links so you can, peruse through them. I'll text you our escrow officer Noah. He does all of our files, so you know,
Right.
he's independent, right? They're the third party title company to make sure that you get your money and that we get clear title for us.
Yeah,
So
and you have my email address, so you can send all that stuff there to the email too.
okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, because I'm sitting in front of the computer right now, not looking at that. I was at lunch, so I was watching YouTube videos. So.
No worries. Yeah. Well, yeah. Keep me posted. You got my direct line. I'll send you a follow up email, and hopefully you can get that switchgear things fixed up, and make sure your lockout tagout is safe.
They're doing it under power because I got Cat Generator is the one who is doing the work, and they're out there now, and I've been getting alarms. If you heard the beeping, that's all the alarms I got when they transferred power. And transferred power back, so
I hear you.
I gotta go out here and see what the hell's going on.
I hear you. Well, yeah. Keep me posted, and thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.